Good morning again, ladies in business, women in business. Hello and welcome again. You've seen me already this morning, but here I am again, this time to welcome women behind the business. Now, this is our series Inside Women in Business Australia, where we sit down with incredible women from our community and really get to know the women behind the business. So today I am joined by Sharon Harris, founder of Shaz's Easy Recipes. Now, Sharon creates these accessible cooking resources that help people of all abilities build confidence and independence in their kitchen. Her flagship product is the Inclusive Cookbook that uses simple step-by-step visual steps to support neurodivergent individuals, people with learning difficulties, NDIS participants, children, seniors, carers, support workers, educators, families, and anyone else who benefits from visual learning. So, Sharon also provides inclusive cooking workshops, group cooking demonstrations, and one-on-one support focused on life skills, confidence, and making cooking feel really achievable for everyone. But today is not just about cooking. It's about inclusion, independence, and confidence, and the woman behind the work, of course. So, Sharon, thank you so much for being here. I am really excited to have this conversation with you today and just share who you are and why you created this cookbook. So, thank you for being here, Sharon.
Thank you, Jade. I'm so grateful to be here.
Yay.
Um, so the cookbook came about really when I gave up work. When I gave up work, caring work, and I started caring for my mum. And then it's just happened one day. I just happened to think about pictures and cooking. And then I tried to format it and have a look. And then I said to my son was living with us at the time, and I said to him, "What do you think of this idea?" And he said, "That's great." And then he came up with the idea of the color coded measuring cups. And then my journey began from there, trying to piece it all together. So I've been lucky enough to have a lot of people from the start and to bring me up to where I am today. So I've had amazing support to get me from the beginning of my journey to up to now. So yeah, so it's been a very interesting journey.
It has.
And yes. And the reason why I created it, because I found that there was a need, because there's so many people out there that do not know how to read, or even if you do know how to read, when you go to look at a cookbook, all the instructions can be so overwhelming, you just don't want to cook. So that's why the picture-based cookbook comes into it. So you basically just follow all the steps, and it shows you from step one to the end result.
It's amazing what you've created, Sharon. So I'd love to know just a little bit about you. Who are you behind the business?
Well, I guess I'm a mother to two adult children and a nana to three beautiful grandchildren. And I've also ran the New York Marathon. So that was a challenge in itself, especially when you've never really traveled before or even gone overseas. So my anxiety levels were just high sky because the overwhelm, not knowing where to go or what to do. But I was lucky enough to have a lot of people support me. So yes, and that was another major milestone for me because it's something that I haven't done before, and that was all in same time frame of putting my cookbook together. So two things going at once.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, excuse me. And what an achievement to, travel overseas to the other side of the world and participate in such a an instrumental marathon. Like what got you into running, Sharon?
I've always ran on and off throughout life, but then I saw this clip come up on my Facebook page. Um, it's Adventure Time Travels, and it was where getting you off the couch to running a marathon. So I joined up, and yes, and that took me to New York to do the New York Marathon. So it was a great journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And what an experience for you. It's incredible. So, all right. So, who do you create your recipes, cookbooks, and workshops for?
I create them all for people, for neurodivergent people and people learning difficulties, so that I can teach them the skills to be able to cook independently on their own. So this will, because sometimes that's all they need is that independence to be able to cook on their own and be able to cope on their own instead of having maybe family members doing everything for them.
Exactly. It helps build that confidence, right? So,
Yes.
Sharon, tell me what made you create this for neurodivergent people?
Well, I just found that there was a need because I saw so many people, out there that don't know how to read, and then they're not cooking meals at all. They take end up spending a lot of money on takeaway foods instead of actually eating healthier meals.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so true, right? There is so little support. And I know that, everyone is trying to create that little bit of a change, but it's such an impact to build that confidence of a person, whether they're a young child or a fully grown adult who might have those learning difficulties that can actually improve their confidence, their independence. Like that's so empowering. So, Sharon, you've been recently diagnosed with neurodivergency yourself.
Yes, I have. And see, with finding that out, it's helped me understand who I am a bit better and the struggles that I face because I find processing information and retaining a big struggle. But now, with being diagnosed, and now I'm able to get NDIS help with supports to help me with my business. And that has been, I'm so grateful for that because now this helps me on my journey. If I didn't have that, I don't know where I would be with my business, but it's helped me in a good way.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. And to be able to have that diagnosis and sort of really understand in your own way of what's been going on through your life. Like there would have been so many unanswered questions for you.
There was. With me growing up through life, I just, even though there were challenges for me, I still participated in things or got myself involved in the kids' school things and activities. But I gave it a go. Um, might not be the greatest at trying to coach them with soccer. I did, and I joined the school uh, council and things like that. A lot of it was overwhelming for me because I didn't understand it all, but I was there, and yeah, I was there and showing that my kids that you can do things through the school like council and that, and volunteer, whatever it is, to just show that you can give back to community.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's so inspiring, Sharon, like to know that that you dealt with those difficulties, but you still pushed through and did your best. And, if someone is out there listening today going, well, I've got a learning difficulty or I've been diagnosed with something that I haven't been able to understand why, this gives people hope. It gives them that courage to speak up, to speak out, and know that you're not alone. So, what you have created, Sharon, has been absolutely incredible. And I've been with you a long time. Sharon is actually one of
Yes.
my one-on-one clients, and to witness and support her journey through this has been just incredibly empowering for me, for you, for everyone that you have touched. And, to see you get out there and tell me about what you're sort of working towards with your speaking.
Well, at the moment, I'm trying to touch on and get some support with a bit of public speaking, so that can help me through when I do cooking classes or workshops, just to prepare me a lot better. But I do a lot of preparing uh, to the lead up before I start. I've got a cooking class coming up at the beginning of October, so I'm starting to prepare for that now. What I am going to say, so that people can know my story and the reason why I want to make an impact on people's lives through cooking.
It's so beautiful. And just to be able to witness, your growth and how you now help people. It's just incredible. It's been such an incredible journey for you, Sharon. So why is visual learning so important in the kitchen?
Well, because some people can follow pictures better than long written instructions. I get overwhelmed with cooking, especially when I'm trying to read a recipe and it's all mumbo jumbo to me, some of it. So just following the pictures is so easy and to follow along with. Yeah, because I just struggle with the written word. I mean, it doesn't help where I don't even really like cooking anyway, but that's beside the point. I'm still teaching people how to cook anyway, because I want them to learn, just like me, to be able to cook an easy meal instead of having to go and get takeaway.
Yeah. I love that, Sharon. And, I've heard it several times and it cracks me up. The fact that you don't even like cooking, but you've created this incredible impact on so many people's lives doing something that you don't even like doing. But the
Yeah.
fact that you've created this cookbook, sorry, this cookbook is just incredible. And I love that. And, there's so much more to come from you and your self-growth, your self-development and the support that you're getting is helping you get there, which is just beautiful. So you shared that you're neurodivergent. How has that actually shaped the way that you create and teach?
Well, I don't know. I just take little steps at a time to help me get where I need to get. So, with my cooking classes, I'll just show them what to do and how to do it. We'll just go through the cookbook and we'll look at the first step and we'll go, okay, what is the first step? What do we need to do? And then just go through it step by step until we get to the finished product. And if they need help with cutting and all that, we can do that because we're all learning.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter where you are in the cooking, where you are in cooking, if you haven't had any experience or you're not too bad, it doesn't matter. We can all learn from each other.
that's right. That's so true. What does it mean to you when someone cooks a meal out of your book on their own for the first time?
Well, my grandchildren children have used my cookbook, and they thought it was great when they could follow those pictures and create a meal. They were really chuffed with themselves. And I've got another lady, she's cooked the book and cooked through cook recipes out of my cookbook, and she loves it because it's just easy. You just have to follow the steps and create, yeah, and you'll create your meal from it. So I've got a few people that have used my cookbook and they love it because they said it's easy to follow.
Yeah. And how does that make you feel when you hear those stories from other people?
It's great. Oh, I love it because then it's making an impact uh, to people's lives, and that's what I'm doing. I want to change the way people, well, not so much live, but especially the ones that mainly eat takeaway. If you can change some of the ways they eat and bring in a little bit more healthier options, well, that's great because the impact is that they're always going to the doctors or they've got things wrong with them, diabetes, anything uh, like that. So if you can sort of change that a bit, I mean, isn't that going to help?
Absolutely, it is. Yeah. Yeah. So what you created, Sharon, is just such an impact on so many people's lives. And, the more that we share this, what your cookbook is and what it's done for people, it's so well needed, and can be suitable for school children, you know, people with learning difficulties, people that are not so independent, but to be able
Mm.
to change that and give someone the independence of cooking for themselves step by step, visually, and the color coded
Yeah.
measuring cups, which, so visually you can see, well, that's a red, I've got to use a red, and then it's so forth. So it just makes sense. It makes so much sense. So, what are you currently building or promoting with Shaz's Easy Recipes?
So at the moment, I'm looking at like one-on-one clients. I've got a few expos coming up, and I also work with the libraries, and I've got a library through the library. I've got a 6-week cooking class coming up. So any libraries or any groups that would love to uh, either me come and talk about what I do or my journey or my story about my cookbook, or if they want a workshop and they see what to do or want to know how the book works, they just have to contact me on
Yeah.
these easy recipes.
Yeah. And that's so exciting for you, Sharon. There's so many opportunities that you're saying yes to, and it's building your confidence as well through it all. So, where are you located?
I live in Adelaide, South Australia.
Yeah. So, if there's any libraries or community groups that want to do these kind of cooking classes, just tell us a little bit about the cooking classes.
So, well, I've just finished. I did a 4-week one with the Port Adelaide Enfield Council. So, had a group of uh, older people, and most of them already sort of knew how to cook, but a lot of it loved it through because they met new people or connections and it was social. Because what we actually do is after we've cooked the meal, we sit down and eat it together. So that way you're bringing in the social aspects of it. And that's what a lot of them like about that too. But also some of them learn new things. So that's good. So yeah,
That's incredible. And it's really for anyone, isn't it? Doesn't matter
it
who
is.
you are, whether you know how to cook. It's just a different way of learning. And, even being able to support someone else that might have some learning difficulties, to be able to help create that confidence and independence with other people. So, yeah, it's just incredible. So, how can people connect with you, Sharon, and or purchase the Inclusive Cookbook or to be able to book a workshop with you?
So they can go to my website, which is shazeasyrecipes.au, and people can get hold of me through LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook.
Awesome. So you're located in Adelaide. So if there's anyone in the Adelaide area, I can see some potential collaborations that might even pop up from this, which is really exciting. So, Sharon, is there anything that you'd like to say to anyone, that you feel on your heart that they might need to hear today?
What I would like to say is anyone out there that is maybe neurodivergent or has learning difficulties and they've got an idea or they've got an idea on something on a business or anything. Don't be afraid. Don't let fear get in the way. Just push through it, and the right people will come into your space, and you'll get the support that you need. I did. I kept going. I kept going to network events. I met some lovely people, connect with them, and then that changed everything. So now I've been lucky enough to have the right people in my space to help me with my journey with my cookbook. I still haven't forgotten, the people from where my journey first began. If I didn't have them in my space, I wouldn't be where I am today. So all the people that I've had from the beginning of my journey to right through, I've had so much wonderful support. I've been so grateful for everything to fall into place for me.
It's just, it fills my heart. Like it really does to just be able to share your story, Sharon. And there's just so much meaning and love behind it and the impact that you're here to create. Like this can change things in the world. So, like for so many people. So
That's
it's,
it.
yeah. And you
People,
send your book all overseas as well, haven't you?
yes,
Yep.
yes, France and America and New
Yep.
Zealand. So
It's amazing. It's
yeah,
global.
yes. Um, yeah, if people got a passion, just go for it. Don't let
Yeah.
fear hold you back.
Yeah. Well, Sharon, you know, thank you so much for sharing your story and the absolute heart behind Shaz's Easy Recipes. What I love about this conversation with you is the reminder that cooking is not just about making food. It's about confidence, independence, choice, and those life skills. And it's also about helping people feel capable, included, and proud of themselves. So the work that you are doing matters so much because what you're doing is you're actually removing barriers that many people face in the kitchen, and you're making cooking feel possible for people who may have felt overwhelmed or left out before. So I want to thank you for creating the Inclusive Cookbook and the color-coded measuring cups, for the workshops, the support you offer, and for the beautiful way that you are helping people of all abilities build that confidence and independence. So for everyone watching, please go and connect with Sharon. Check out Shaz's Easy Recipes and just support that incredible work that she's doing. I will pop in all the links after we've finished this so you know exactly how to connect, or if you really are feeling called to purchase one of the cookbooks, it you definitely won't go without. I've used it. I've got one myself that Sharon kindly sent me, and my daughter loves doing it. She's 6 years old. I'm surprised she hasn't popped her head in actually. She's homesick today. So she loves it. It just makes life so much easier for me. And, because she can do it, it's teaching her at the same time. So thank you, Sharon, for joining us for Women Behind the Business. Is there any last words you'd like to share with people before we go?
If you got a dream, go for it.
Love
I
it.
am. And I'd like to thank you, Jay, for inviting me on. to women in business.
You're so welcome. You've got such a beautiful story. You've got such a beautiful product that you've created. And it's not just a product, it's the impact that this cookbook has created. So, thank you, Sharon, once again. We will see you all soon with another incredible woman from Women in Behind the Business.
Thank you.